What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Honest Car Care After Show. We just got done doing another podcast, our weekly podcast that we do on Thursdays. I like to try to get on here after the show and just kind of open the floor to anybody that has any further questions. Just try to get a deeper connection with the community, my community, whoever wants to chat, talk, see what's going on. So let's get into like some vibes and then just like do what we do. Love you guys. Oh,
You can watch, you can doubt, you can talk it out.
what's going on, Big Mike?
Move me now. You can move me now. You see the clip, not the hours. You see the post, not the wait. You hear the noise, Mr. Perfect.
Appreciate you guys joining.
Still waiting on me to break. Been called a loss before, been left behind. Started with nothing, learned how to survive. You think the fire's still coming? Like it
Hey,
hasn't
bro, I
already.
learned from the best people like you, Big
Some
Mike.
of us
Love you,
get
buddy.
built by pressure. Some of us don't bend. You can watch, you can doubt, you can talk it out, but you can't move me now. You can't move.
What's up, big dog? Hey, I'll send you a link if you want to hop on a pod, bro. Just letting everybody kind of matriculate, trickle in. I don't know.
From the ground up. This is for the people that just need saved.
What's up, Alan
Turn
Details?
pain into something that actually stays. While you're counting my tone, I'm counting the cards. Turning time in a hole, so it's not all. 20
All right,
hours
that's
deep
enough
on
of the
net.
music. Shoo, doggy. Anyways, man. See, get TikTok, everybody. We doing something different tonight. We trying out this like vertical stream thing. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Hope you definitely can. Says the connection's great, dude. Basically, we crushing it, bro. All right, let's look at the chat over here. Let's see what we got going. What's going on, shit, mate? Hoo ya, Navy. What's good? You know, a lot of people ask me, you know, with all the stuff that's going on in the world, and you know, I don't get too political or anything, but they say, you know, how do you not worry about this stuff? I'm like, bro, I was in the Navy, dog. I was in the Navy, and when you realize what the Navy is capable of, man, that's when you realize like that makes me sleep at night. The world's greatest Navy. I believe that with everything in my life, everything of, you know, at any point in time, them boys that are out there on the water can circle your whole damn country. And that's all we'll say about it. I love that. That shit gets me juiced up. Ain't no doubt about it. Gets me juiced up, man. AK, I think you were the one that was asking about how to work CapCut, man. If we need to get into that tonight, no problem. We'll see if Goldie's going to be able to pop back on here tonight. If not, it's all good. Camera quality is great. Thank you. I look polished and coated, but yeah, I am detail. If you want to pop in on the podcast and chat it up, bro, I'll send you a link. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, we just did a detail the other day when we were testing products for Honest Car Care. Love him to death. That was my youngest one, so they all get into it, man. If they only knew what the Navy was capable of. I know, bro. Like, you know, I'm not gonna get into it all right now, but I'm telling you right now, it is a very capable Navy. What's going on, Home Run Details? Thanks for joining the podcast, bro. Walter, what's going on, man? Walter, you always message me on FB, but you don't have messages turned on. So I don't want you to think I'm being rude by any means. Always want to be able to reach out to people. They have questions or concerns. So we got everybody over here, man. It's a good time. We're trying out this new kind of look, see how that goes. So if you guys wouldn't mind giving us a couple likes, shares, share it to your friends, let them know we live. If anybody wants to get on and talk to anybody, just let a brother know. I'm trying to get the video clips downloaded off my phone onto my computer currently. Yeah, that can take some time. Make sure that you're in the Lightning port on your computer. That's going to speed everything up there. Make sure you put your phone in. If you have an Android, I know that it can be a little annoying. So you want to, when you plug it in, it'll say like, how do you want, what do you want to happen? And you have to click a drop down that says, transfer photos to the computer or whatever. Yeah, man. So we got a few people out here tonight. Like I said, once again, just really appreciate you guys joining me, supporting. We have a couple ideas for. Oh yeah. All right, cool. So we got a good friend that's getting ready to come on the podcast. It's very exciting. So we'll send them the link real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Let me get on IG. That's gonna be really fun. Good Lord. I don't even. All right, let's go to messages. Detailed AF, man. One of the most creative fashion forward people out there. Hopefully we can work on some sort of collaboration here pretty soon. It'd be pretty cool, right, guys? Get him on here, see what's going on. Love the content you put out. Great work. Thanks, Rob Detailing. We appreciate you. Slick Rick, what it do, baby? All right, Detailed AF. I just sent you a link. Bobby, what it do, man? Love you, buddy. Detail. He said he combed his hair, bro. What a freaking goofy. So yeah, I sent you a link, or I sent you the link on messages. My brother. He said the Apex Cannon got to get more recognition, man. It's probably my own fault. I have this thing where I don't like to like advertise my own products, and then also there's been a lot of limitations with the TT platform, where we kind of base a lot of stuff out of. So we got to do better ourselves, man. But I definitely have faith that we'll get it all figured out. All right, so it looks like we got a couple people maybe about to join. I think there's like a little sign up form. Detailed AF looks like they're about to hop onto the stream tonight. So you just never know what you're going to get over here, man. So like I said, if you guys go ahead and share the videos tonight, give us some likes. Let's get some people in here and have some cool conversation. We try to keep everything real laid back and just kind of chill on these right here. All right, so Adrian, Detailed AF, my man. What it do, brother? Can you hear me? Let me get you. Boom. What's going on, big dog? I don't know if he can hear me or not. Or I don't know what's going on. I see him. Beard looking good. Hair freshly combed. Oh yeah. Okay. I need to see what's going on with live Nighthawks lives. What's going on, big dog? All right, we'll see. Maybe there's like a little glitch in the system or something like that. So we looks like you popped out, popped back in. You hear me, bro? All right, I can hear your audio now, so we got to be getting somewhere. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's got to be on me. I got to do better about some stuff. So I think that's what we'll do is make the priority tomorrow. I'll talk about the Apex, going through some maintenance. We actually just did kind of like a mid model refresh, if you will. See what's going on. What's up, bro? Can you hear me? I don't know. We'll get him eventually, man. What's going on? All right, we'll turn it off and we'll get him in there in a minute. He looks very stoic, very very ready to go. Okay, so I see him in the back room again. We try it again. My man. I don't know what's going on with his volume. Shouldn't be an issue. See, mute, unmute.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro, I can hear you now. What's good? We can
I
hear
don't
you,
know
bro.
if you could hear me.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me try to jump on a computer. I'm gonna switch to a laptop instead. Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem, bro. We can hear you though. Finally, I got you in the back room. All right, cool. We're gonna get it. So yeah, I should probably bring the Apex down here or something, but we did do a mid model refresh. Just listening to everybody. We got a new filter, a new Apex filter. I just printed like 50 freaking menus for getting to update that picture. So we went from the 5-part filter to the 3. The 5-part filter will still be available for purchase, but we really wanted to just hone in on what we thought was like giving some people some issues. Never knew that the Apex was going to blow up like it did, and we, being from like the influencer world, our goal was to make sure that it produced the most foam possible, and in order to do that, we took some chances, and we knew a lot of people's pressure washers may or may not be able to handle it. So we made a few adjustments, and dude, I used it the other day. I'm gonna be honest, like I dialed the dilution almost all the way down to its straight water, and I was still spitting thick, perfect foam with only 2.5 ounces of snow foam. It was crazy, bro. So Rob's Detailing, thank you. Slick Rick, what's up? Apex, longtime listener, first time caller. No, my love for the content, all the advice over time. Yeah, bro. We're here for it. We got a lot of stuff in the works, man. I'm getting real excited. We're finally tidying up a lot of the conversations with our manufacturers. I got a package on its way. I am praying like crazy that it's going to be here by MTE. So we're just really looking forward to it, man. We are really looking forward to that aspect of everything. For me, it's just really about innovating when we can. And it's just been a great experience, man. I love the creative part of it. Obviously, I'm a content creator, but there's an art to that. And there's just such a satisfying thing about creating a product from scratch, man. The first time I saw the box, like we're basically going all in. We're trying to make retail packaging. We're buying UPCs so that we can get scanned anywhere internationally, maybe getting set up for Amazon distribution. We're trying to do every single thing that we can, so we're ready. We're ready. And I feel like everything is legit. The Apex was great, and we love the feedback that we've gotten from it. And we just kind of learned from that, right? But when we first came out with products, I asked the people in that detail group, I said, listen, guys, what do you want to do, right? Do you want me to spend the extra money and get less products? Or do you want me to just go all in and not care about branding as much as stuff? And they said, we don't have to care about branding, but now we care about branding, right? Because we're growing. What up, boss?
All right. I don't know if that's working.
I can hear you. No problem, man.
You could hear me? I could hear that you're hearing me, but I can't hear anything. Hold on.
Yeah, man. It's got to be something, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. So you should be able to hear me at least through a...
I can't hear a thing, man. I don't know what's going on.
So bizarre. Huh. But everybody else out there can hear me. He said my lighting is wild, dude. We've been doing this for a long time, EC. EC, I'll send you a link, bro. We get you on here.
Earpiece, no earpiece. I got nothing. Anyways, if you can't hear me, at least all I want to say is you're an awesome dude. I appreciate working with you, and I do hope to do a future collaboration with you at some sort. I can't hear anything. I'm not that good at reading lips, but appreciate what you're doing, the products you put out, the stuff you have available, and hope more people follow you. So I'll send some people your way as well, and then I'll see if I can get connected. I'll come back if I can. If not, we'll figure something out. But thank you for being a friend and being open to work together. Appreciate you, boss.
Yeah. All right. See you later, buddy. Sorry, man. All right. Well, that stinks. Yeah, man. EC said he's about to sleep. Probably just put on some fresh cologne. No worries, bro. No worries, man. Yeah. So what we do on these after shows, man, is we're just trying to vibe out. We're just trying to, connect with everybody. So we give people an opportunity to get on, talk. We can have a hard conversation, a light conversation, whatever the hell y'all want to do. We got a few people in here tonight, man. So um, maybe this weekend, if you guys want, we'll do a giveaway. I got a couple things that I want to do giveaway. I got something to show you. Who wants to see a new product? If y'all want to see a new product, show me some love in the chat, share, throw some hearts out there. We'll do the thing, man. David the Detailer says Apex is BA. From EC Details, Eddie channel. It looked like the Apex was putting in some dang good work. Yeah. I need to send Eddie the upgrades and just kind of see how he's doing with all that. So I have it written down right here. Some people asked to get upgrade kits. We've sold about 70% of all of our Apexes. We just got a message from one of our biggest distributors today down in Florida. We're going to be announcing some new products over there in support of MTE. So he said he lives about 20 minutes from MTE. But tonight, hopefully, we finish up everything else that we're working on. We've got a lot coming. When it comes to sunglasses, we've got duffel bags. We just went all in because we're getting ready to get on the TikTok shop, do some digital selling and promoting, and hopefully it works out from there, man. So yeah, having the support of Eddie and the entire Thor community has been just a really wonderful thing. I hope that we continue to kind of doing things with them, and that's all you can really ask for, man. Honestly, it's all just a family, man. Like, we're all friends out here. We're all whatever, and we're all just kind of like bonded by this kind of central idea, man. Well, it sucks that the dang mic wasn't working. Maybe I should have, exited and came back. I don't know what would have happened though. If like the whole chat would have shut down. I don't know. Sucks, man. Now it like makes me want to mess with my settings because it's super weird that like you guys can hear me no problem. Can you guys hear me better now? I bet I just fixed the mic problem. Let me know if you guys can hear me better now. I bet that's what it was. Gosh dang it. Yeah. So internally, I wonder if that's how that works. I think I made a little bit of a mistake because we're switching platforms over here. I got this expensive mic here, and it said that it was using the mic for my camera, which is actually pretty good, but output. These mics are something else, bro. I tell you what. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll turn the volume up on that a little bit. Sometimes that setting gets a little weird, man. So, Bobby, I'll send you a link, bro, if you want to connect, see what you're up to tonight. We got a pretty good audience, man. So, let me show you guys about some free products. You guys like free? I'll be right back. Should be able to hear me still. All right. So this right here is a product that we developed. So one of the things that you guys may or may not know is we do a lot of wholesaling over here, right? So you guys can reach out to me. I got guys, and we can do wholesaling for anybody. So this right here is a product that's made. Adrian's coming back. Bro, can you hear me now?
I can hear you perfect now.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. It was a setting over here. So somehow everybody else could hear me. I don't know what the hell is going on. So it was like the internal mic setting. So that's cool as hell. What's good, man?
That's awesome. Yeah, I had to run to my office desk to come back and give it a last attempt. So
Well, I made an adjustment, so I bet it was me, honestly. So I do hate that for you.
No worries. Either way, we're good.
Yeah.
We make it work no matter what we're given.
Yeah. So Goldie just hit us up, man. You know, if you're mobile right now, bro, I know you're probably working, so do your thing. And you know, we got Adrian on here. You're more than welcome to come on whenever, brother. So
most definitely, more than married too.
We got Bobby wanting to come in here, dude.
Yeah, let's all hang out.
Yeah, let's all hang out, bro. So what's good with you over there, man?
Not much. Adding more products to my store, just kind of to complete the offerings available.
What you need?
So I just recently added pads, polishing pads from Buff and Shine, and then considering to add more product line in the near future, and then just adding more anything else that completes the need of somebody to stop and pick up detailing products is really my goal, right? So make it ultimately a one-stop shop. I don't plan to do water because it's just too much to hold and people to stop by. But when they stop by, they usually grab and go. So
yeah, I like that. And where are you located, man? Just like to let the people know.
I'm located in San Diego, Chula Vista area to be specific. We're mostly a website distribution online store, but with the local noise, I've been fortunate to allow many of the detailers in the area to swing by, and they're the ones that kind of keep the business afloat, and the online sales are the cherry on top.
You know, I don't know if we talked about this when we met at SEMA, but you know, I used to live in Chula Vista, right?
I had no idea. Is that right?
I used to live in Eastlake, right over by the Olympic Village. I had a condo there. It was my very first home I bought.
That is hilarious. I'm on East Palomar and Heritage, so hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah, so then we moved over to Playa del Sol, which was right off, I think, what is that, the 905 or something like that? And then I used to do that right up the Strand, you know, to go to, you know, SEAL Team 1. So
yeah,
man. So
I had no idea.
It was good time, man. Yeah, like it was a very interesting experience, man. So yeah, built the first house, man. I'd give anything to have that house back. You know, we bought it for $349. I think that thing's worth like damn near $1 million.
Yeah. My first house was $3 million. It's $1 million now, and this house is obviously way more than that. But prices since back then it's insane. I don't know how the kids and the youth is going to make it. Right? If your first house cost $1 million, you have to be making some money.
We got lucky as hell, man, because like it was already starting to kind of rise. I think that would have been back. See, my son was born 2015, 16, 17, somewhere around 17 is when we bought that house. And I was stressing at that point. So yeah, man, it was a lot, but we ended up getting through it. The wife ended up finding the house like in the clutch. And geez, bro, like it's crazy.
Well, that works. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing else much new. We do have polishing classes that happen here and there.
Nice.
We just mostly focus on distribution of products, and then depending if people want something specific, I'll go seek it, right? Try to find a deal and connect the dots. That's usually the goal. But other than that, we may need some cool foam cannons. You know a guy that may have some cool foam cannons or other doodads?
Yeah, so I do actually. There's a lot of people in the chat, you know, that are speaking very highly of this one foam cannon. And I was just telling everybody that we just made we did like a mid-cycle refresh. So when I first came with a foam cannon, I came out with one. It was just a white label logo slap, right? That, you know, you can have conversations with manufacturers all day, but you got to show them you're serious. So we invested in kind of like that first product and kind of try to help, you know, facilitate a relationship. You know, through that, started saying, hey, you know, I want to see some different changes, right? And I was like, what are you working on? So he's working on a couple of things. I would say Bobby's here. All right, cool. So we started working on a couple different things, and it was just a good time. So what's going on, Bobby?
Not much. How you doing?
Not too bad, brother. I'm sure you know Mr. Detailed AF over here. So
how you doing, Bobby?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing well, man. Doing well.
Hell yeah, dude. It's a party now.
I just heard you guys talking about living in San Diego.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. The place that only has one season all year.
Oh, I miss it.
70 degrees.
I lived in Carlsbad for a couple years.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. The chat, Joshua. Just so you know, the detailed AF was intended to be a pun, as you could see my first and last name make the AF.
I just seen that. Yeah, I
But
thought about that.
yeah, but I think I'm funny sometimes, so the detailed as fuck is usually what I lean to until somebody asks me for my name.
It's funny you say that. So
That's
we
brilliant.
actually have a new product that we're coming out with. It's very similar to this. So I was telling the people before this that we do our own kind of wholesale buying and stuff like that, right? So we'll do wholesale, and we talked about some of that, right? If somebody comes to me,
most
say, hey, I
definitely.
need some stuff for my business. Do you know something? Yeah, cool. So I had a client that came to me and he said, I want a towel that's one side coral, one side twisted loop. And I was like, okay, no problem. So that's what we built. So talked to the manufacturer, had it sent to him, and ended up that the first version lent it too much, and he didn't tell me about it. I like to try to take care of the people, right? So he hits me up about another product. He's like, "Hey man, I really just want to get, maybe some waffle weave." And I said, "What happened to the coral weave?" He said, "I don't know, man. That was like linting real bad." I said, "Well, dude, you got to tell me, right?" So I go back to manufacturer. He's like, "All right, let me develop something else." Well, in the meantime, we came out. He wanted this one side waffle, one side twisted loop, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
So I was like, all right, perfect. So we sent these out to him, and then I slipped in about 200 of these ones with the new coral, right? He loved them, and he was like, man, that's so good that you take care of me, right? So he opens them up, he's excited and everything like that. Well, I got to thinking, man, I had a 1400 GSM towel that was kind of like causing problems for me, like when it comes to like pricing, right? Because I try to keep my prices so low, but it's like you can only get to a certain point where it makes sense. And then getting into the distributor game, I was like, oh crap, like I'm in trouble, right? Because I want to be able to offer people good deals. But if my prices are so low that like it's not that they can't make money off of it, right? But it just doesn't make any sense. Like I was undercutting the people that I want to sell to, right? So we thought about it like that. So I said, okay, let me take this same towel. I don't know what the specs on this, I had to look it up, right? But this is very, very thin. So what if we put 1,000 GSM towel on one side, and then we did a 400 GSM on this? So now our new 1,400 towel, and wrapping up the conversation, is going to be the TDS 1,400 MF. So for me, it stands for multifunction, and that's how we're going to do our UPCs and stuff. But it's also an MF problem for the people that say that we're not innovating and that we're just logo slapping, right? Because it doesn't exist. So that's kind of like
when you open that towel up, what does it look like on the inside?
This one?
Yeah, like if you were to cut it open, is it like two towels stuck together or like sewn together? Or
yeah, that's how all towels are, right?
Yeah, but like, so if you were to open that up right now,
yeah,
is it fluffy on the inside too?
Yeah. I mean, it would be a waffle weave on the other side. I think on the back side of Twisted Loop, if you don't double side it, it's like flat.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But the waffle weave would be fine.
Yeah, what I've learned now being in business for 3 years is you have to create some type of niche or distinguish yourself different from others. And you're hitting it way better than I am in the sense of your creativity in not only making product but improving them. I think that's the way we just stay ahead, right? There is companies with significant money backing them, and you and I are kind of on the same boat. It's our own money. And so we have to be innovative in some ways where maybe people don't think of those ideas like that towel, that combination. I think I saw a comment, right? You could buff a towel and dry it on the other side. So it's all those innovations that, in my opinion, mad kudos to that creativity. And I think it's what's keeps you on the edge, right?
We're trying, man. I'll have to send you the specs. Obviously it's in my best interest you distributing, but we have a new product that I think is gonna go. And depending on how we want to do the marketing strategy, you have to be careful, right? Because of distribution. But we're pushing the needle on this next one, man. I tell you what, it's anytime I come out with like a flagship, right? I like to do something that has never been done before, right? If you can. And I think everybody has that thing. I want to be different, right? But we got something coming that nobody has ever put together this type of kit before. So there's like even the most simple terms of it, it's a kit, and then there's an extended kit to it. Packaging, I think, is 10 out of 10. Obviously, like we have really worked hard on this. I think we're getting good, man. We're finding our place, but that's what a lot of people say about me. It's like I'm just too all over the place. How is it possible? You know, and like, well, now I don't know if you know this, but I lost my job. So
I recall hearing that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on it was a post immediately you posted, and I happened to be a fan, and so I was watching. I can't even lie.
yeah, dude. And so like, you know, a lot of people say that they're all in. Like, I couldn't be more all in right now. Like, I don't know 45 days from now how I'm going to pay my mortgage. You know, 2 days in a row I've been thinking about calling the realtor. You know, so
Yeah.
like we gotta hit it out of the park when MTE gets here, man. Hopefully we can get some people hopped up, get some pre-orders going, and just start rolling, dude.
Yeah,
One
the
more
other thing
week.
too. Oh, go ahead, Bobby.
One more week until it, and you'll be rolling in dough.
Yeah,
But I
just
think a lot of people don't understand when they like tell you that you're too all over the place. I don't think they understand like how much delay there is working with China. Like
yeah,
when you're getting a product made, like it is the place to go. Like they have whole towns dedicated to certain like type of like textiles and stuff.
yeah,
And so they're the experts in it for sure. And when you're dealing with it, like there's delivery time and you're waiting sometimes weeks, months to get your product, to test it, to tell them what you want changed. And so don't let anybody tell you that you're all over the place. That's like the best part of being an innovator is you
yeah,
get something new and you're just going for it.
yeah. So like I was gonna tell Adrian, like, so we have a detailing bag that's coming out. I think I had some pictures on the last live. We've got sunglasses, we've got cooling towels, like, so that's just the stuff I'm getting to give away to people, you know, because we're gonna start doing the TT lives, and then I'll be live on here. I found a way to do that, but you just got to be very, very careful. Even saying that over there, it's not, they don't like it. So I'm very careful when I have the third one here. But yeah, so we're doing our best. I've tried like desperately to try to get the shop opened up over there. So I can just do like the live selling that everybody's doing. Oh, and I was kicked off.
You have to be careful when I'm in here.
No, I think I just got kicked off of
Is it because of time?
nope. Hold on. All right, we'll just go ahead and end it. So yeah, I get whatever I said right now. I got flagged for
Really?
TikTok. Swear to God, bro. It's, I don't know what the hell their deal is, man. But it's getting to a point where it's pissing me off because like that's my main channel. Everything was going really, really good. They got mad at me. I went to like the Creator Summit and they're like, "Hey, we need you to come out with your own like that detail shop, you know, TikTok. That's what's messing you up because I'm putting out too much content, right? They want you to put out like, you know, great content, like high quality content is what they call it.
How
But
is that possible? Because people also do a boatload of shorts, and so you're almost in that mix of that and also the full content, right? So I don't understand because I don't understand why there wouldn't be a reason, the need for both, right? You're just smarter to automate some of your stuff.
yeah, no, they got mad at me definitely. So it was I was like, all right, cool. You know, they were like, you know, essentially you're putting out too much content. So I was like, all right, no worries. Let me try to.
There's still the chat is still going, so I don't. Can they still hear us?
You talking about TikTok?
I don't know. I see the chat on this app on the stream.
Yeah, I think, yeah,
Oh,
I don't know what's
Oh,
going
no,
on. Yeah,
no, it's just two of us.
I turned it off now, so I was talking shit, but I don't care. It's really starting to. I don't know what's going on. So
yeah,
oh wait,
Joshua guy still talking to us as though he could hear us. I don't know if he could.
oh yeah, Joshua's, so he's talking to us through Facebook.
Oh,
So so this platform I'm on right now, I didn't know you guys could see everything. So we have 5 people on YouTube, 1 person on Facebook, and then I also have Instagram over here. So like when I go live, I go live everywhere. So sometimes I'll turn on the TikTok, but the problem is if I say anything about anything, they'll just ban me. I might have just gotten permanently banned. May not even be able to sell TikTok shop products. Who knows? So if I try to tell my story or I talk about if I
And
talk
for
about
all
that,
they know, you could have been talking about me.
if I try to talk about that detail shop at all, they just like ban me. So
That's weird.
yeah, they don't like it because I think because of the channel size and like the products were going viral, so they kept sending me all these different things. They kept sending me all these different things, right? That was like, hey, you need to join the TikTok shop. But the problem is, I can't join the TikTok shop because I was part of the creator program, and it was like really profitable at the time. And you can't do both. You have to have a business account to do TikTok shop. So it's
Mhm.
just an entire mess, and I'm
On
almost
TikTok, I don't use TikTok, but is the TikTok shop does it allow you to be your own content creator and sell your own content? Is that or
no.
does it do you have to be like the influencer portion only?
Yep, they don't like that. So
Interesting. I didn't know that. I don't even have a TikTok. I just do my Instagram. That's my only marketing, and then the website, and that's it.
yeah,
That's as exciting
well,
as
that
my life
sucks,
gets.
man.
I'll buy the TikTok shop off you, and then you can just say it's my company, and then you
Yeah,
can promote my company all you want.
So, Bobby, you're a detailer. My assumption. Where you at? What you do?
Yep. So I own a detailing shop up in Vancouver, Washington.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
We do detailing, tint, PPF, vinyl. I'm just getting a guy to work with me who does tattooing, so we can tattoo on the leather seats and stuff.
Hmm.
Which is something that's kind of new and trendy.
you said
And
he's trying to
then
fix leather.
tattoo designs into it. So like if you
Oh
get a car that comes in that they want like a snake going across the back of their 911 Porsche seats, we could have it swirling across.
so
It's just something to be able to be a little
That's different.
different.
I don't think I've ever seen that, but I get it. That makes sense.
So
okay.
yes, I did say tattoo seats. So
That's
you can
wild,
go
bro.
ahead and steal that idea. And then yeah, we do pretty much everything at my shop. Besides like, fixing engines.
Nice.
And then I also work for Fine Lab.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys haven't crossed
And,
paths. I just figured you knew each other. Sorry for not introducing.
no, we haven't crossed paths, but no, I'm open to all. I actually, when I first started, and you may laugh, but when I first started, it felt like it was a problem to speak to other detailers. Like it felt like not everybody's open to share information. It felt like it was taboo, and I don't know. I just my business is mostly distribution. Yes, I do work on my own, but my business is mostly distribution. So I'm like, look, if I can't save you a buck, if I can't get whatever it is that you're already buying better, then cool, right? We could still be friends or share
Yeah,
knowledge, whatever it
Yeah.
is. And so yeah, now I think amongst the people that buy from me are just local detailers. Like we chop shop, we figure stuff out. I source stuff for them, or they'll come because they have a problem, and I got a bunch of test panels, and we'll just play in the garage. What did your scenario look like? What were your results? Let's try to mimic it here. Just all that stuff, where it became more of I'm just here to help out, and if we make a couple bucks together, cool, and if not, then well, I don't need it, right? I'm just here more of a support system than just straight
Yeah.
up business. So it's
And see, I have mobile guys come to me always right at the end of fall, and they're trying to get a job, and then they work for me for a few months, and then they go and like want to go back on their own when summer hits and the money's good. And I'm like,
Yep.
no, I won't do that. If you want to come work for free and learn what we're doing here, learn new tricks, like I'm all for it. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have guys even during the summertime, they'll come work for me for a few months and then learn enough tricks that they move on. Just like I have over 20 years experience. My shop's been open for 20 years now. My right hand guy there has like 35 years experience. He's done like
Ah,
everything. So And between him and I, there's a ton. And then I also work for FineLab, and I work with the chemists all the time. So, like, I do have a better understanding of the chemistry than most people. At
That's
least I would
awesome.
hope. I would hope I do. I'm not sure all the time, but
Bobby's a chronic underseller of how talented he is. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like the cocky. Like, I've dealt with so many detailers who are cocky and think that they're just like all that in a bag of chips, and it's like, dude, the products nowadays are so simple. Like, go pick up a rotary and tell me that you can still buff out a car. Like, that's a totally different ballgame. Like,
Yes.
nowadays, like, it's so easy. Like, we're essentially glorified janitors.
I love
Like,
that.
we're dealing like we gotta humble ourselves. We're not like, this master class.
Yeah,
No,
I think you nailed it on the head, right? Like to me, rotary is the cutting tool, and then the DA is almost like a dummy proof to shine.
yeah.
And so, yeah, you can get away with a decent correction on a DA, but like if I know I'm gonna do a two-step, I'm not gonna waste my time with the DA, right?
I don't know. Nowadays, the compounds and stuff are so good. Like, so
That as
finally, we
well.
just came out with
Yep.
A50. Like, you can take out sanding scratches of like 1500 grit sandpaper with like 1 or 2 passes with it and a microfiber towel.
Oh wow.
It's crazy, bro.
So you're saying like potentially foam plus that compound?
Sorry, what was that? I was reading one of the comments.
Are you saying like with that compound with potentially like some type of foam pad combo could kind of get out of 1500?
So you can use a microfiber pad with it and the DA and pretty much get it completely gone. And the only thing you have to do is switch your pad, and you can go right back over that same polish you have on there, and it'll finish out perfectly. Like,
Sweet.
half the time you can just do it with a microfiber pad. So like
Yeah.
the skill level is like not nearly what it used to be. Now people still don't know how to read the paint. So that's a different issue. They think there's paint still there and there's not, and then all of a sudden they're through it. And once that's done, it's
And not only that, but I do think you're mentioning something important. If you don't practice outside of your just regular job, then I think that's a problem, right? Like get yourself test panels. They're super cheap. Go play, go get junkyard cars and mess around.
Go to a body shop. They're always getting rid of
Always,
panels
yes,
that are like,
always. Yep.
partly bent on the front lip of the panel, and it's like,
Yep.
that you can get it for free.
For me, I learned quickly. There's a comment that Joshua nailed on it, but there's a comment like, yeah, I learned how to swell paint and burn paint by just playing with the panel. Like, how long can I really go until I screw shit up? And so
One way to
it's
do it.
yeah, there's just different things and techniques. And on the panel was best. And by the time you get a couple times in of doing it and testing out all the different manufacturer type of hardening clear coats or whatever, you could almost get a quick hunch of what you need out the gate, right? So.
Yep.
So
like the guy on here just asked, he doesn't understand temperature and swelling either.
Where y'all seeing that at?
That's on the Facebook
chat. It's a chat that comes through. I think it's coming through everything. I see a YouTube logo, Facebook logo.
Okay.
And an R logo, which
the temperature. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Whose live is this? Come on, man.
No. I was just making sure because like I closed down all the other lives. It just gets confusing sometimes. I didn't know you guys could see everything in real time like that. That's really cool. Because I have to use the StreamYard platform, but it's like just way out of my budget. And like they try to do a bait and switch on me, so I got rid of them. And I really like this one, really because of the live selling thing. And I'm being rude right now because I know you like fashion, Adrian. So I was going to show you some stuff I built the other day that nobody knows about because they always want to see new stuff. So
no, most definitely we'll touch on that too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but it's a lot of things that you were just talking about in regards to just you got to teach yourself, learn, or go take a course. Like I'll be real honest with you guys. Getting certified for a coating is probably more important when you don't do many, unless the technology changes. If the technology changes, then it's good to learn it, pick it up. Most coatings have been quite user-friendly that have come out, way better than what we initially started with.
They're just getting better.
Yeah, it's way more user-friendly. And so, yes, I do certification for coatings. I don't push them as hard unless it's somebody like newbie, like, hey, I just started a business for detailing. I don't do coatings. I just do washes. Okay, and that point, I don't mind doing the course to just get your fundamentals in. But by no means, if somebody's been in the business for a minute, am I going to make you that much better, right? Because it takes the time and the due diligence to learn it and to pick it up and to learn technique. All I'm going to teach you is quick tips, right? What have I learned in all these years? What saves me time? What tools do I use? That's pretty much what I'm going to teach you. But for someone to gather that technique,
what do I do when I get a high spot?
Yeah, you have like many options, right? If you have a high spot, one trick is you grab your coating that you use, you apply it again, see if it activates it, and try to wipe it off. Another trick,
like removes like.
Yeah. Another option is worst case scenario, the high spot's too high and it dried up and you forgot about it the next day, and you may have to polish it off. It all depends on the coating.
Finally, we have a leveling aid.
Oh, no way.
So if the coating gets like, you were talking with a customer, you totally forgot that it was on the fender, you can go and like apply this on there. It'll start sweating, and then once it's like starts sweating and gets little teeny drops, you can go wipe it off, and it's like
that is awesome.
Perfect. So if you come in the next day, like that's another deal, but like
yeah,
it does save you for sure.
Yeah, and I had a buddy of mine who obviously just started as well, and he gave me a comment that, hey, he was on a white car, and he's like, hey, I'm seeing this like oil stains on the car, and I don't know how to get them off. And that was just telltale sign to me of like, okay, a coating will either be like sweat or it will rainbow, and if it rainbows, then that means to me that it was not wiped off appropriately, accidentally left on, right? And so it's just little things that I try to just kind of coach and help whenever we can. They get stuck in situations, or maybe they use acid in the wrong locations, and now the Harley engine is stained, right? And so there's all these little things that people come up with issues, but by not going through it or getting into situations, you almost have to problem solve yourself, unless there's a friend that could help you who's been through that, or that's where you recommend, hey, if you use a better product, you won't face those issues, right? A much better, I don't know, degreaser, a much better APC would probably fix your issue over a crazy aggressive acid. I don't know. It just all depends what you're doing, but these are just tricks that people don't always understand, and sometimes feel that the cheapest product when it comes to chemicals is the best, and it just doesn't always work that way.
Dude, the best discussions are crazy, but yeah, hold on. Let me. So we got a couple of good questions about PPFs. I think I see Bobby reading those. So while you're working on that, I'm gonna share some stuff with you, Adrian. I was trying to find out the best way to do it, but I'll just share the screen. So let me know that you guys can see. All right, so you guys can see everything.
Yep, you see it.
All right, so these are all the shirts that I made. Sometimes I put stuff on the store and I don't tell anybody about it because I don't know, I'm weird. So this is kind of just like our ethos right there. So it's like a good shirt front. That's the back. So that was cool. And then the shirts will actually look a little bit different because sometimes I'll like, when I bring the final design in there, I'll like remove some of this stuff. So that's like the front of that one. This is like a funny ass one. We kind of had the idea for that. So I was supposed to make these for SEMA, and I had some of them done, some of them not. So that's the front of that one.
Those are cool designs.
Every detail matters. That's another one there.
Did you design these yourself?
Yeah, like I said, I do everything in-house.
That's awesome. Kudos, man.
And then we had one more that we built for my wife. It was real simple.
Hey guys, I gotta take off, but
thanks, Bobby.
Sorry, pleasure meeting you, Bobby.
My kids are downstairs. I'm gonna get them ready for bed.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, brother.
Nice to meet you. Reach out to me. I'd like to chat some more.
Oh, most definitely. Likewise, man. I'll hit you up.
Yep. Bye.
But yeah, those are some projects that we were working on. So I'm happy that we finally got those through. So if people find
those are good, man.
Yeah, like I said, I like to sneak up
Send
on
me
people.
send me an invoice. I'll buy them. Tell me where to get them. I'll pick a couple of those up.
Yeah, so
Nope.
right now everything's just print on demand.
Site.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just go to thatdetailshop.com, but I'll send you the direct links. I don't think I have all of those listed right now. Actually, let me see something real quick.
Got it.
Yeah,
I'm in.
lifetime warranty. So if you go to these QR codes, I think what I show you, it was like I have so many shirts in here. 1,
Yeah. I'll pick up a couple.
2.
Anyway, next post, once it arrives, the next post I do as I'm detailing a car will be the reflection with your shirt on it.
That'd be so cool. So here's the direct links to a couple of them. So you should be able to take a picture. So this was kind of part of our daily tea kind of initiative. So the daily teas, I wish I had one on right now. So I was trying to do like a real high quality, like thick t-shirt. But those shirts ended up getting up to like $30 just because it was such an expensive shirt. And then after me wearing it for a while, it started kind of shrink and just get a little tight, me being a bigger guy. So I was like, let me just get more of a relaxed t-shirt that we can definitely get a little bit more a wider base for, and I can get that price down like where I thought was comfortable. So there's that one. And then here's the other one. I'll list them all tonight. I just started kind of crafting and whatever. So I'll put them under the daily thing. And then there's that third one. And then we came out with like a loyalty for the for like Chelsea from Attention to Details. So I'm waiting to see how that month closes, and that'll be really cool. So
that's awesome.
But yeah,
I'll pick up a couple for sure.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah. So like I said, and whatever you guys, if you want to ever do some collabs or whatever, like, I'm always down, man. Like, I think that's what I've always tried to do is just like when I meet people or I do anything, it's just like, just trying to learn from them, or if they need something from me, just try to be there for them. And I think that's all we can do, man. And that's what I love doing, man. Just trying to help. So what so you said so we started talking about these towels and kind of the story behind that. I think we kind of explained that. What you said you just brought in a bunch of new products. Like what are you looking to bring in right now?
I'm considering
more website. Tell the people.
My website's I am detailed AF. So I am and then detailedaf.com. Currently the products that are there are Phoenix EOD, which is chemicals, Auto Fiber, which is towels and tools, BioBomb, which is air fresheners, Buff and Shine, which is pads, Tolko, which is sprayers, and I'm missing one, MTN Veloci, which is obviously pressure washer accessories and tools. And so that's what my website is mostly about. The goal is to kind of complete that portfolio, to have hypothetically a one-stop shop to whatever necessities are needed, and go from there. I am a one-man shop. I'm probably not as good as you are, but I'm in charge of my marketing, my websites, all the stuff. It's just so time consuming.
It really is, man.
That it's but it's fun because as you know, handpicking every package and being able to sneak gifts for your friends that order is probably my favorite thing to do. Our boy Jayhawker over here, he knows well. I had heard he was talking about, he spoke to me about that he had a pressure washer and he did this and he did that. And so next thing you know, I see him place an order on my website. Because I knew what pressure washer he had, I added the nozzle that he needed, like just a higher end nozzle that he needed. I just threw it in for free just because it's like, I know who it is. It's a buddy.
Yeah.
And so because I can, I'm the boss. Do that for fun as a thank you for just giving me a chance to keep the business going, right? And so these are little things that I do to buddies that post up, and then I'll add a little message and then try to throw in a mini gift, right? Obviously his gift was a little bit higher because he buys quite a bit from me. But yeah, it's just the fun part of a business, right? It's what makes it better than a big business, in my opinion. It just
Yeah.
it's that personal touch that a big business is impossible to have.
They one of the guys down there, he said that you guys have the best packaging. So I figure if you're in the packaging game, man, why did it switch scenes like that? Hold on. Also, if you guys want to check out Adrian's website, I do have that QR coded over there. So hopefully
Appreciate that.
they can check that out. And then I don't know how
Hold
to
on, I need to find. Let me on the fly. I'll make you a discount code, and then we figure that out later.
yeah. It's not a big deal. People
we
always try to do those for me.
For each other.
Yeah, no, I know how important it is now for like analytics and stuff like that, but like I am so bad about following through on like setting those accounts up. Like I truthfully, and usually like if I do make any money off of it, my main goal has always been to just like donate that money. So that's what we were doing like all last year. So like
Same.
I think we ended up making like we did okay on the store and everything, but we ended up just like giving away pretty much everything. I looked at it one time and we had $17,000 in discounts, but I will say that our distributors get 50%. So like to be fair, but I only have like 3. So
yeah. No, I'm with you. I also have affiliates, or I have companies that like I'll just say sponsor me hypothetically.
Yeah.
And most of the times what I find myself doing is if somebody gives me a bunch of stuff for free, I usually give it to the local guys that come through, or I'll add it to a random box and say, hey, go check them out. Here's a product from them. And I usually just kind of throw it into that package, right? Because if I really like it, I keep it. But most of the time, because it may be close or similar to what I have, I'll just throw it in and just say, hey, go check them out, or go check this product out, and just kind of forward the message, even though it's not available in my store, right? So
yeah, it's great.
just,
but yeah, this is kind of what we developed as far as like retail packaging. So just trying to keep things like real simple, and then we have some instructions on the back of some of this stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's so funny. So this is kind of just part of the learning process here, right? So we did the same design. You know, everything's real standardized now. But because these towels are so damn thick, because I do a 2-pack, so we'll do a 2-pack of these 1400 GSM towels for $19.99. And obviously we'll offer 50 points. I usually start the distribution conversation at 50 points, and we can work through that. But you can see kind of rolled over, and I looked at my wife and I was like, dude, we can't put that out in like a store, right? So we had to pay the money to fix that or whatever. But this just gives you an example of kind of like how beefy these things are, dude. Like they're borderline ridiculous over there, man. So like we're just going for
those are some healthy towels. Those are some healthy towels.
Yeah, I'm super excited, man. So we got that. Yeah. We've got at least those 2 products. We've got a bunch of Jayhawk said just use Jayhawk 10. Hey, if you give me the link, I'll do it. You know, whatever I can do to support you guys, bro.
Yeah, it's like yourself. Again, well, I'll just be very transparent. We met at SEMA, but it's the vibe, it's the people, it's the goal to support one another, to help each other out. I have skills because of my actual professional job. And I'm just open to sharing knowledge, helping each other. If I could do something to help you, likewise, that's the way I move. And it seems like we find ourselves connecting with similar people with the same type of energy that just makes it easier for us to do what we do, right? And so obviously yourself, and then Jay gave me the same vibe. So again, we also hit it off super well. So I just hope to keep finding these type of people to just make it fun, right?
Yeah, I think that's what the whole thing that gets missed a lot. And I'm always like thinking about stuff, or people, you know, who knows what I'm dealing with, but like I just want to have fun. Like detailing until this point in my life, and right when I transitioned out of the military, has always been like something on the side. It's been fun. But now I'm at this like kind of like blessed time where I just refinanced my house. I have, you know, I was able to save up like 2 months of mortgage payments during that time.
Yep.
I got that test run right now. Now I've been offered some insane jobs, but you know, they require me to move. I don't want to move. And honestly, the last probably year of my life was so miserable because I was trying to pass this test for work and do all this stuff. And then come to find out now I passed it, but like for whatever reason, my information is not in the system. So, I was offered these jobs, they wouldn't move to Hawaii, Maryland. I'm like, dude, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to I want to stay right here in this house. I want to love my family. I just want to get after it, man. So it's like, I just really put in like a year of work, and I got on the radar of like the House of Rags. They wanted to bring me in to work on that project as far as like raising money for charity, and I was just like, hell yeah, dude, like that's what I do. It's like I was raised by people that took a chance on me, right? And there's like amazing people in the community, and like that's just, I just want to be like them. When I grow up, that was all my goal.
What's funny is the when you're in the detailing business, you tend to even not detailing business, when you're a DIY as well, you tend to accumulate a good amount of stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're hooked on the commercial portion of detailing rather than the efficiency, if that makes sense. And so I have accumulated, my garage is full of stuff outside of what I sell. And so I've accumulated boxes that I intentionally wanted to donate and copy a program that I've seen fellow colleagues do up north in Northern California, where they went to high schools, went to like shops, high school shops, and gave them free product and showed them like a demo on how to detail a car. But lately, a lot of those programs are now non-existent or obsolete. So it's unfortunate for that. But yeah, my goal is to put those items, slightly used brush or whatever, and just find a way to donate them somewhere somehow, so that way somebody else could have fun, right?
Well, and that's exactly what we want to do with HCC, and we're just in the beginning part of like those partnerships, but that's 100% what we're talking about. Like, it's weird to talk about it, so let's just use the brush thing, right? But there's a lot of companies that will come out with some. I got chemicals right here. So we had the Slippery Soap CEO on there. They might mess up this word, right? Or they might mess up the shade, and they made 2,000 of these from the factory. Now, what are they supposed to do? Well, dump them into other bottles? Takes so much time. It's not worth it, right? We know how much chemicals cost. So what do? They throw them away. So there might be an opportunity there for somebody to kind of cut down that shrink. Let's ship that. Let's get a big car show going. Let's advertise for you. And then like, let's just give some of this away. It helps everybody. So that's one of the things we're trying to do. But one of the things you said was like, you get obsessed with the commercial part. I was the exact opposite. And I think that's what's made my transition into kind of the House of Rags community so difficult, because I've been on this. I tried YouTube at first, and then I kind of just found traction with TikTok, and then I've just kind of branched from there. So it kind of got me into like making this like short form style of content where you have 1.8 seconds to get somebody's attention. So people might call that clickbait. They might call it whatever. So there's some videos that I do like that, but it's like a skill that I had to learn. So now I'm trying to transition back over to the long form, because that's kind of where the House of Rags family of people are at. And I just want to make them happy, of course. And, but the big thing for me is I found out about like Superior Products like 3 weeks into, starting detailing legitimately. And once you learn about those like actual commercial products, it is so damn hard to then go buy a bottle of soap for 18, 19 bucks. I understand the market for this product, right? But I was the guy that was screaming for the last 2.5 years, well, you can get a gallon for that much, right? So I get it, But Walmart has 270 million people that walk through the doors every week, I think it is. So like people are going to buy stuff. So there's a market for everybody. I started out doing the Walmart thing, telling people how to find value at Walmart, best products. And that was around like, when everybody was sick in, 2001 or whatever, or,
yeah, it was a good move.
So that's what brought me up. I was like the first person to kind of do those. Like, actually I have a voice that I put on. I don't know if anybody thinks it's me or it's AI, but it's like, the best detailing products to buy at Walmart.
Didn't you also do like the AutoZone or other locations as well?
Store. Yeah. So
yeah.
That's what happened. Like I went crazy on Walmart overnight woke up 70,000 followers. So I said, well, I have like 8 more of these videos. And it was like a million, 2 million, 3 million. I'm like, holy crap. So what you're about to see now for the rest of this week until MTE, I don't want to go somewhere and not be kind of viral, right? So I always kind of have a trove of that content. So we'll start that train back up. And that's how the owner or one of the partners of Slippery Soap, Rick Ross, messaged me when I was at SEMA. And I was like,
wow,
this is unreal. But he just launched a brand of AutoZone. And I had a video that was doing a million plus at O'Reilly. And
yeah, the recognition part to me caught me off guard. It's a really cool feeling, and me, I'm like more low key.
Yeah.
And so like people know my logo more than my face.
Yeah.
And at SEMA, people are like, "Hey, yeah," way more than they are like know me. And so it's just funny that somebody will recognize me just because of the logo and what the brand, I guess, what the brand that I've created has established, rather than like know me. And so it's
how
it's just
hard
kind
that
of
is
cool.
to do, though?
Yeah, but it's cool. I had one of my buddies, Jayhawk would know him, Hawaii Tim, but he was wearing one of my shirts, and somebody else like went up to him and said AF and like gave him a hug and all this other stuff, and he's like, "I'm not AF. That guy over there is AF."
That's
And
so
so
funny.
it's just funny that good vibes brings good people. So
Yeah. And because I had my head down, I was working so much, it was I didn't have time to like look around and like talk to followers and like do all that stuff. Like I would talk to them, but it was like very like structured or like, hey, thanks for the comment. Hope you're doing well. I always try to comment to a lot of people. But I just wasn't in the forums. I was like, I'm working, 10 hours a shift at night. And then I would transition to doing this content here or whatever I was trying to put out. And then I was also building that detail shop, which the main reason why I started building that was because I saw a need for a family. One of the people that raised me, they needed some money, and for the nonprofit that they worked at. And I said, okay, well, I have this audience. I stopped making content for like a year, and I was like, this is stupid. Like I got all these people over here. People, would kill for that. Like, why am I taking that for granted? So I fired it back up. I ended up making a couple of videos for Amazon, got a little capital, and I said, well, let me just see what this can do. And I think we did our thing. We ended up one of those things I'm proud of more than anything is we funded for at least 1 month, 2 contractors to do all the marketing for the nonprofit called Happiness Bag Incorporated, which is the link down there. So we started putting 80,000 eyes a month on some of these posts and stuff like that. We created like an Amazon wish list, and it sold out. It was amazing. And getting people who are kind of old school, they don't see the impact of this, man. Like this is the Wild West. So for them to put that list together and within like 7 days, you're talking thousands of stuff was bought. And it's like, holy crap.
You hit it well on the head in regards to like the content creation. It may be clickbait, but it's relevant, so they click it, right? So it's not clickbait. To me is more like let's call it like a negative term. For me, yes, it does that action, but to me, you are more relevant, thus the action, if that's a fair say, right? Because to me, clickbait is like somebody says you one thing, but they mean another.
Like getting rickrolled.
Yeah, exactly. Like to me, your content is not only is it relevant, but someone's either thinking or feeling it, so they click it and they get your thoughts around it, which is different than a clickbait. And so I think that that's where your glory has been, and it's been awesome following you this whole time. So
but yeah, it's like I only do stuff that I think is somewhat extreme or a little risky when I feel like it's worth the risk. Like I think every video through, we even had an incident with HTC already, right? Where somebody was trying to call us out, was trying to start a bunch of drama and stuff like that. I think the people that maybe just follow me, they might think, oh my gosh, he made a response video and like, what an embarrassment, whatever. But like the first thing I did was I called Eddie and Jamie and I said, hey man, like here's the situation. Permission for the dog to come off a leash. That's exactly what I said. And they said, absolutely. Right. And I said, yes, sir. And I said, I'll keep it tasteful. I'm not going to say anything embarrassing. I represent part of the House of Rags now, the Honest Car Care. We said we needed to said my point. Rest is history. He didn't make a video for a couple weeks. He made another one. It wasn't worth my time anymore. So
That's
I'm not going to
funny.
play the game. I'm not going to put more attention.
Yeah, emotions get more involved into the main purpose why we're here sometimes, and it causes certain people to just act funny sometimes, right? And so I try to stay in whatever best lane I can most of the time, or maybe just not respond sometimes. But I think
Yeah.
sometimes, as what you did, like a response is needed sometimes, you know? And so it is what it is. We play as best as we can, but yeah, there's people that throw jabs randomly, or there's people that see things sideways. But I think it should be okay to state your opinion, right? Without hurting people's feelings.
Yeah.
When you state your opinion, it may cause a vendor to make a better product, make a better pad, make a better chemical.
Well, I can tell you right now, MTE, I'm going for it. I'll tell you about it when I get done. But the first company I'm going to go see is the biggest dog in the pony show right now, and I'm gonna say, hey,
Okay.
you guys want to partner or not? So we'll see.
Yeah.
You guys will see that, and we'll see the response. So I'm on your website right now. I want to see. Do you have any Apex auto wash? Because it's sold out on his website.
I do.
All right, I'm gonna place an order for that because I went to Aaron's website the other day. We nominated somebody for his Pay It Forward campaign, and they won. So that was really cool. And I was
he's out of Apex right now and out of Chronos right now. And so I got a little bit of stash left, and so I got what I got. But if I can't source it, then most people can't either. So,
are you going to MTE by the way?
I was there. Was it last year or the year before? I was there last year. I want to say last year. This year I won't be able to make it. I got other work travel plans. But I was at we were together at SEMA, and then prior to that, I was there was another event. I was at Utah. Budco had an event. If you're familiar with Budco, they're another large distributor. I went to Utah for that.
Man, there's a lot of detailing in Utah.
Yeah, I fly around when I can to touch base with people, and so yeah.
That's good, man. All right, cool. So I got that. So my phone can is the Apex, and we've always joked that we need to do something. So I just told him
Apex shampoo. Yeah.
I was like, whatever you need, Aaron. You know, so I'm actually staying with Aaron and Christian at MTE. So that's why I asked you. I figured if you were going, you'd be hanging out. So
yeah, they're actually going. They're going together. I think they're driving down together. I just spoke to Aaron this morning.
Yeah.
So they're going down together. Yeah, I should have gone. It just life gets in the way, and other priorities, work, and other things get in the way. So I just said, I'll just skip this time.
Oh, what are you doing with these hats sold out, bro?
Oh, I know. They flew off the shelf faster than I expected them to.
Okay.
That's my fault. I guess people like the teal color. I have no idea, but
okay. Yeah, well, I got a shirt that matches it now. It looks like I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah.
But
no, I have a hat guy who's actually local to me. And, I just told him, I said, I want the hat, whatever best quality you're capable to pump out. And so he did the 3D embroidery, the teal color, which is my color for my business, with the black hat. And then the material of the hat is hard to describe, but I almost want to say it's almost like a Under Armour golfing material where it like wicks water. It's exactly that exact type.
Yeah. So I actually have hat people. Let me show you some. I've never shown anybody this, but I have a whole, like, I love the fashion side of it. So I've got a whole bunch of samples. I'll just throw them on the podcast right now. And maybe we do something.
So. Show them off. Jayhawk's talking smack over here. That's the last time he gets a gift in his box.
That's so funny, bro. so we got two hats that I like a lot. People. So I know that some people may have seen this model, but this is super high end hat. The bald head's out.
So underneath, really like twins now.
Underneath, it'll say TDS right there.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then it'll have like a little bit of branding there, and then it'll have like a little TDS there. So then what we're gonna do here is just leave it blank, so brands can come in, and then I have a local guy that can make these like iron-ons, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
So he can do these in anything. He's got
you know what? Our actual hats may be coming from the same damn source. I'm gonna look up my hat. I think my hat has a The only thing I noticed that was weird about my hat, weird for me because I never wear hats.
Yeah.
Somebody said it was more. I don't know. They count however many panels. It had more panels than the usual. But I don't know anything about hats.
Yeah, and then here's another one. So this is like a whole other thing that I do. I'm gonna make a video just called like white labeling and like try to explain it and then talk about like, you know, how I make the decision on like what I want to do. So the idea here is to really come out with an actual brand, right? Like this is a branded hat. Like think about TDS being like 5950. You can come in, you can talk to me. I'll place an order for you with my local guy. We'll get your company's logo on here. And
That's
it's just
cool.
you get, if you want 10 hats, you get 10 hats for your business or for your family or for your wife, you know, so you really can just get after it,
Yeah,
man.
I may have to hit you up. Yeah, mine says it's 6 panel. Like the front one is split in the middle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so
Split on the middle, but the whole front is one panel. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if you see it on my page, but
yeah, so I have
the material looks it looks like the same person manufactured it
yeah,
on the
we'll have to talk
material.
about it. I forget what that lady's name is, but yeah, this is the hat that I bought for my guy. And I told him, I was like, you know, there's not enough volume in this hat. Like I see what it's trying to do, right? So this was the one that I bought locally, right? And that's got that golf wicking hat. So I'm in the golf capital. So you can kind of see these right here
Yeah,
are
there you go.
legitimate. And I got a big ass head. Like this hat is so goddamn so comfortable. Sorry for cussing. But yeah, so I love this, man. So that's what we'll have is we'll have all the rubber stuff. There's another big company that does a little something like that. And I said, I'm gonna need some of that.
Yeah, that's
We're
where
gonna
it's at, man.
the designs for those tonight. Like here's another one we got locally. It's like a little green hat, so I wear this sometimes on special occasions. So we got a little bit. So those are the two kind of copper patches. You can see I got them like kind of reversed. So we love it, man. Somebody told me I wasn't doing enough of that, right? I have this weird thing where like outside of wearing these hats, I don't really promote my own brand. It just I always don't want to hear to people, you know. Every once in a while, like there's enough people on social media that are loving the foam cannon, and it's like every day they have stuff, and then I have distributors that are on like TikTok, and all I got to do is like search my foam cannon, and it's like crazy. I was on a marketplace because like, why don't I sell my own stuff on marketplace? So I was looking at it, and I searched foam cannon, and one of my damn foam cannons was on there. I messaged the guy, and I was like, "You want me to send you money for this?" I was like, "Like, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, I accidentally bought two." Okay. Well, actually, he was lying because it was buy one get one free. So he didn't know it was me at first. And then afterwards, I said, "Well, you want me to buy it from you or something like that? Like, is everything good?" He's like, "No, it's a perfect phone can. I just don't need two." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So
Too funny. You know what? That's what I'm gonna add that. So I'm gonna add a T-shirt and the foam cannon. So that way, I may beat you to the punch and take a picture of the apex and the foam cannon together.
there you go, brother. Whatever you need to do. So that's the next thing. So with that detail shop, you know, hopefully we can get you into it too. Is your back end Shopify?
Yeah, I use Shopify not only for the web portion, but also for the register or the POS.
Okay, perfect. So
yes, so that's what I have on the back end, powering everything I do.
So, you know, I think we may have talked about this before, maybe we didn't, but you know, the long-term hope for me is to find other like-minded folks like yourself or whatever. And it's not distribution, right? So this type of thought maybe kind of messes your model up a little bit. And I'm not trying to do that, right? But I'm trying to, like, my skills are analytics. My skills are making content. My skills are getting people to show up at a location and congregate, right? You know, group building, platform building. I feel like that's some of the stuff I'm good at. So my thing is like, why let that go to waste? Like, why spend all this money trying to get people to your platform if I can get them to our platform together and like they just buy off of my website, but you fulfill the order like you normally would? Then you don't have to spend all the money on ads.
Definitely.
So that's kind of like one of the final checkmates for me. So, and we can link everything there on the back end. And people want a detailed AF hat, not a TDS, but then they also want my foam cannon. All right, bam. And we just fulfill the orders. The only thing that makes it hard is shipping. So I'm thinking about just offering shipping and just eating the cost and just being part of the advertising. Now I might take all of my prices up, let's say $2 or $3, but I have the space to do that and people will still be happy. So
yeah, that's the challenging piece, and people don't know, right? Every time something says free shipping, it's there's nothing ever free shipping. It's either in the price, it's somewhere canned in, or someone's trying to like slightly eat it just for to put a good deal out.
Yeah. We do
I'm
free shipping at $75 right now.
Yeah, that's a super deal. And my can is going to be over that, so I just made the deal. But yeah, that's what people don't understand. They got used to what we call the Amazon model, right? Where
Yeah.
everything's free shipping and everything's shipped out immediately and received immediately. But yeah, it's just stuff, the numbers that we have to balance on the back end to make things make sense. But I'd be down to kind of figure that out with you if there's a portal in which they could seek and
No,
they get different paths.
It's a real thing, bro. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
I'd be down.
I'm trying
It's
to do
almost
it
like a
different.
drop ship, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's in many ways it is kind of like that. But as long as I think people, there's so many negative connotations about this stuff, right? You know, drop shipping this, drop shipping that. Like, there's some people that have like ruined it. But I think there's a right way to use some of those same tools and principles, like for good, right? I mean, we're all still making money, we're all still doing whatever,
Agreed.
but it allows us to do like what we're good at, right? I like making people happy. I like making people sales. I like making people doing all this. And like the only thing that I would do is figure out how much is it costing me to get you a sale. And we would have to like work that out over time, whether it was like some sort of subscription long term. But I think I'm in a unique spot where I think it could work, man. And I'm not talking about anything crazy, just like, you know, whatever. But I also build people websites too. So it's just something we can get linked in there. And then eventually I actually have an app too that I don't really talk about at all, but it's called That Detail Hub, and it's actually a PWA. So you can go to the website and you can kind of fill it out. I told everybody that we're putting that thing on pause right now because I really have to focus on one thing. But you can kind of see the foundation of what we were building, and like that's really kind of like the final checkmate. So
yeah.
but yeah, people go there, they go to the community, they see all of us, we're all friends, we're all shaking hands, we're all doing our thing. They go to the That Detail Hub, which sends them to That Detail Shop. They can buy the products, they can get the tools they need from all these different calculators, all these different spreadsheets. Like I have all these tools already built. They're just sitting, you know. So I get stuck in my head about a lot of stuff, and you know, that's why I told you before, like when I say I'm looking for like mentorship, like that's real, bro. Like, cause I have like all these like products, but I have my biggest weakness is finishing. So that's what I'm really trying to change, is like really focusing on one or two things, getting those done, getting those automated, and then just like moving to the next thing. So
Yeah, that's awesome. But you got a lot going on, which is good, man. You got multiple angles to try to capture opportunity and give people really good value. So
yeah, it's a weird thing. I told my wife, or I, you know, one of the things I think is one of my flaws definitely is I give people too much to think about, you know? So we got to work on that. Just really try to fine tune offers and just make things simple, right? Because if you give people too many decisions, it just doesn't work out sometimes. So
yeah, but I think as it relates to your website, it's like fine tuned to detailing. So that's not it. I don't think that would be an issue. And then you're just you got lots of tricks up your sleeve. So I think that's just separate elements of businesses, not a single business, if that makes sense, right? Like let's say there's you in your head is like the parent company, but Detail Shop could be one, and then these are just like subdivisions of one another. You don't have to keep them all together. It takes more work to manage, but you're able to do it all.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is, right? So like the consulting wing is going to be like Body Blow Consulting. There's a whole reason why I picked that name. So like we have a logo for that. We've got That Detail Hub. We've got, you know, That Detail Shop. And then That Detail Guy. So like I'm the media wing of it, kind of feeding the system. Mm-hmm. We'll have a whole app and ecosystem that's built to get people going. And hopefully we will be able to tap in and get people over to We Are Detailing, right? We link up with everything that they're doing in the House of Rags maybe one day. And we just create like this nasty ecosystem of supporters and people that love what we're doing, and we just keep things positive. One of the biggest wastes that I have right now is I have 20,000 people, and dude, my Facebook group is just like surging again. I do have a slight reason why, but we have 20,000 people over there and I can't reach out and touch those guys. You know, I can't say, hey guys, how you doing? If we had 20,000 people in the app right now, I wouldn't be worried about anything in my life, and I'd be able to do so much more good, you know? So
yeah. Well, I have a problem. The flow that's coming in for me is manageable. If it were to blow up, I'd probably have a problem, right? Because I try to balance my real job, family, and then my business, and so it's it could get crazy sometimes. Kids go to bed and you got to blitz to the garage and start packaging stuff up. The biggest benefit that I give you kudos for, because I see you do it all the time, is kids want to buy something or kids want to ask for an item, or hey, I need $10. Then I'm like, then let's go work. I said, we go into the garage, put some boxes together, put some stickers together for me, help me count inventory. Do the numbers match with the inventory count matches? And so it teaches them
I think
business perspective.
That's one of the biggest things, right? The fact that they know that I'm doing this, I'm on these podcasts, like I don't think people really understand like how important it is for me to be a provider in my family, right? I was abandoned at a young age by, you know, one of my parents, and it was always like, I got to do better than them, right? And I've built a palace, I built a house that I'm proud of. But where I would be right now if my kids didn't look at me, like they know I lost my like big job, but they're like, okay, right? And like they still know that daddy's gonna figure it out. But if I didn't have detailing, I would just feel like such a loser, bro. Like honestly, straight up. But yeah, my kids build all the packaging for my clates out here. So they've like fine-tuned that, and so I let them build it. So we love that, man. So
if you want to know a fun fact that I never told anybody, if you go to my website and click on Blog AF.
Okay.
And then once you get to Blog AF, I don't know, click the one that says LEDs, crucial role of lighting. Tell me when you get there and you could share it, and I'll tell you the back end story that nobody knows.
Okay. Yeah, I'm there right now, and then I'll put that link out there for we actually have 7 people in here, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So anyways, the image on that blog, one of my daughters is a really good artist, and I said, she's like, Dad, I want $10. I want to buy, I don't know, chapstick or whatever she wanted. I said, all right, deal. I said, I know you draw good. I said, I need images of detailing in like a meme format. I need you to come up with the meme, and I need you to come up with the image. And so sure enough, she drew a light. That light is I basically gave her the tool that I have. I said, don't make it the same colors because it's a certain manufacturer. I said, just make it. No, this one's blue because it's actually an XLED sample that I gave her.
Okay.
So I gave her the light. She drew it, and then she used AI to come up with the meme. And so the meme on the light here says, welcome to the Swirl interrogation room. If you see the name.
I have seen these, bro.
They're so good. So good.
Are you serious?
And these lights are crazy good.
How much are these?
So that stand with the discount code, you're like looking at $200 delivered, which is insane. If you were to look up the popular brand.
We know who they are.
Yeah, the popular brand that's reddish, gray and reddish is 2 to 3 times the price. The quality is insane, and the owners are just so awesome. I chat with them often. Not only do we get to chat, but if we state, hey, that product that you're looking at right now, if we say, hey, if you added this feature or if you did this, I think it would work better. Sure enough, this model here is based on communication from a couple buddies to the owner within months. Next thing you know, somehow developed, engineered, a couple people approved, and this came out, which is there's multi-lights concepts into this one tool to make your handheld way more usable, right? And then that stand is my all-time favorite. So my favorite is that stand, not to go too much into products. My favorite is this stand. With the discount code, you're like at $200 delivered, which is insane.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean,
stand, multicolor lights, remote control, and the build quality is insane. Anyways, that's the light stuff. But the the drawing piece, if you go to other ones,
Yeah, it's up here.
let me see. There was another one. Ultimate. No. Is it the other one? Is it the ceramic? I think it's either the ceramic or there's another one. I think it was the ceramic. I'm trying to find. There's a polisher one that I can't seem to find. Maybe I have a couple.
Well, I know you didn't mess with the bio bombs one.
No, I did not. That's he has his own cool artwork.
Yeah, I know he keeps that on lock, man. I did a video for them the other day just because like my wife and I had an idea. She was stressing me out so bad on that one, bro. And we had a good time. I always call him after I do something for him, you know, just in case we need to take it. That you know,
yeah. Go to the ultimate guide to ceramic coating. Anyways, you'll see right there in the middle.
Okay.
But you'll see other images, and so. Anyways, you probably have to zoom in. I need to make those images bigger, but the ceramic coating says
gets rejected like a bad Tinder match. Nice.
Yeah, so she just she makes the drawings, makes the little things, and then I'll give her a couple bucks to go buy or do whatever she needs. But it's just that that idea to get your kids to help you, and then obviously your partners or spouse supports you, or else we wouldn't be here doing what we do, right?
Yeah.
And so
why do you do blogs, bro?
Blogs, I'm gonna be real honest. The reason I do blogs, I use them for SEO more than anything else.
Yep.
And links to products with discount codes is the real reason. You will notice, this is my cheat code. You'll notice that in my blogs, not only do I have my discount codes, but you'll notice that I will also call out products within my store so that if you follow something and you believe whatever the hell I invented, they just connect the dots. It makes it easy. A lot of times people may recommend something, and if you don't link it, then there is no connection. So I try to make it, if somebody reaches the blog, if they're asking what I recommended, what I use, what's my favorites, then I'll tie it to the blog. And so you have a little SEO, discount code applied, and the direct product linked as well. So it's just more of a online.
Yeah. So what you're doing right there, on top of the SEO part and putting the words out there, is you're backlinking your own website, right? So like this is a bad example because I haven't optimized this description. But if you go to let's say like the Apex, right? It'll have or geez, I can't even navigate my own website. So I have another website that I use for everything. But yeah, if you go to like products, you know, you click on whatever. You go down here into the description, it'll always say like it'll have like another product link right there. So like I almost use these as blogs sometimes now. That product's getting ready to go away. We've only got 4 cases left. But most of them are going to be built kind of like, geez, these are all bad examples. Maybe it's like just my apparel right now. I need to go through and optimize, but yeah, we have somebody, we have like a kind of a template that we developed, and I don't think you can see the links because they're probably not highlighted, but they're here. So like, I
see them. Yeah, I see them.
Yeah. So that's something that's extremely subtle, and what you're doing is you're signaling to Google that like you tried. And like what that's going to do is you're backlinking your own website, right? So it's just another, like if you made a whole website with AI, maybe that's not something you would do. You're not going to take the times to do all the links and stuff. So it's another trust building thing. When you link your site within your own site, it's going to make your site to perform better when you send it to Google.
Interesting. Yeah, that part I was just trying to figure out, because blogs it's a little outdated, right? I think ever since YouTube, it maybe took over Reddit and so on. And so I think blogs were prior to Reddit, or blogs were a Reddit thing. I was like, I'm just going to put it for the sake of words, content. And if anybody's bored and wants to read what I think, then I put a couple words together to tell the story of what I do, how I do it, products I like, and their reasons. So anyways, it's just
let me know if you need help with that. You know, not saying that you know, I got a few tricks. Get my master's in I got my bachelor's in intelligence and analysis, because that's where my field is. And then I realized that if I couldn't get past that test, which was my security clearance, that's what's holding everything around.
Yeah.
Then I was like, well, this degree in intelligence really doesn't mean anything if I can't get in the building, which is kind of where I'm at right now. So then I was like, I should do something else. So I've switched over to computer science with an emphasis in AI. So I'll probably then my computer or my school just branched out and they have a field dedicated to AI. So probably what I'm gonna have to do now, well, what I'll probably do now is I'm gonna get a double major because I don't want my degree to just say AI. I don't. I want it to say computer science because I think that'll open the door for like even more stuff. So, but yeah, that's what we do.
Definitely.
So I think I looked at my stats last night just in ChatGPT. We use 3 different AI tools and then a couple different agents, but I think it was like 15,000 conversations I had with ChatGPT last year or something crazy.
Like, yeah, I use it a boatload for my work as well. Also to generate ideas if I'm running short or give me examples, and then from there I'll just structure it, right? But
yeah,
the goal for me is not to reinvent the wheel, but to make the wheel better, if that ever makes sense.
I mean, that's the only way, people are like, how do you do what you do? I'm like, I have help. They just, I have friends that I talk to. They're just not real.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. Not only that, but having also people help with retagging you, reposting you, or whatever that nature is, or just referencing you. Kudos to you giving me a platform to even talk on your channel. So it's like it's all those things, right? That just help us get out there. What's up with that string? I like it. Is that like to let it dry?
Yeah, so this one is a broken one, right? But so I had that added there. Okay. So yeah, so you can hang it because a lot of people don't do that, and I get it with
I'll just lay it out on the rack.
You have to be very careful. So I didn't put a tag on here, but I said, this should be okay, right? Because we're gonna, hopefully if you're doing something as advanced like using one of these, you're gonna know, okay, fold that into itself so we're not scratching paint. Let's put this thing in corner, 4 quarters. So that's that. I did put a tag on one more product I think you might be interested in. I think this might silently be one of our biggest products. Let me see if I can find it real quick. When I say, when I say we went all in, we're all in, brother. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh man. I just like went through and like scrubbed all my images because I make too much. Anyways, so wait. Oh, you know what? I always forget every product I make is in my Canva. So if I can't ever find it, I'll just go find it in Canva, which is also kind of disorganized and messy. But basically we have what's called a TDS Scrubby. And it's just like a scrub pad.
Okay.
But here we go. So we'll see if we can see if it's got the. Okay, there we go. I'll get this pulled up. I wish I had the real life ones. These are a little bit helped by AI, but I don't feel like digging around and finding those. But I'll show you. So it's just one. It's both sides is going to be the nylon there, and then we did put a tag on there. So our tag is actually like this. So like I said, AI does whatever the hell they want sometimes, and I didn't feel like fighting it. So that's kind of what it looks like in the package. More like this one. And then we have one side white, one side black. Both sides are going to be the more aggressive nylon. And we might do one next time that just has microfiber on runtime, one side, and we'll put a little kind of like thing here in the black and kind of change the name a little bit. But
what's the dimensions? What's the dimensions of that one?
Yeah, so if you look right here, so that's one of the differentiators for us. It's 3.5 by 6, so it's not tiny.
Oh, that's good size.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good. And like I said, we're doing the 3-pack. That's what the packaging looks like on everything that we have. Like we're just keeping it real consistent. And like the goal is to just try to get like we want to get in stores, man. So I went and bought UPCs. Like when I say we're all in, brother, we are all in.
That's a good one. That's yeah. To me, that's a sleeper. A lot of detailing YouTubers are over here with a brush, but to me that one is takes precedence over a brush. This one does the real busy work. It gets more coverage done, and then the brush you just come in on like minor edges. But
I tell people about
that
that.
scrubby is, to me, the scrubby is everything.
Let me see if I can find the real one here soon. But yeah, I tell people about that, right? Like there's a difference, and I try to be honest about it, but like there's a difference between detailing for social media and detailing in real life, right?
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of scrub pads in real life because it does the
Nope.
job too damn quick and too efficiently, right? The little brush, when you fast forward it, you know, you're hitting everything, but that damn scrub pad kills it. Oh, you'd be excited about this, I think, maybe. So we're doing spray bottles. So we'll have the TDS spray, and it looks may or may not look very similar to some other things out there. But we had a scammer. We had a scammer in that detail group, and it was like a 12-pack of bottles for like $72. So Jonathan over there from Dirty to Dreamy, you know, he asked me to look into this guy's account and see if it's legit. And I was like, that's a scammer, but I was like, I could probably meet that price. And he's taken my recommendation on bottles and stuff before. So we have to come and we got a sample coming. We're going to test that and probably move forward with that. So we'll have a pump sprayer, a spray bottle. Like I said, all in, brother.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah. So we're going to do a 4-pack for, I think, $49, and we'll do a 3-pack for, or we'll do a 2-pack for like 32 or something. So obviously you'd be at 50% of that, but you know.
Yeah, are you talking about pump sprayers?
We're doing both.
Oh wow.
Yeah, let me show you. I'll show you the pump sprayer.
The part that I think is funny, I don't have to mention names because at this point it doesn't matter. Acid sprayers that fail take away the name in the sprayer itself, right? And so that's the part that I don't know if an acid sprayer exists that can handle acid without jacking up a sprayer. The high alkaline, usually almost everything will handle it, but I know there's acid sprayers out there that just don't cut it, and so
perfect. I'll download this. You know, my guy right here. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Like I said, we're designing all the labels. So let me see if I can get this put over here, and we'll just kind of show everybody what we're gonna do. So this is fun. That's so funny, dude. Like, so we'll do that, and then
I'm looking at towels.
Yeah, no, I'm switching it. So my bad. I don't know why you can't do that quicker. So this right here is the bottle. So you can kind of see where we're going. So to have the 360 head on it. So we got the upgraded Taiwan sprayer. And that's what we'll do. So so all my stuff is like very vertical. So I need to decide, do I want to put the TDS kind of vertical? So like TDS spray, not sure if it'll fit there. So we might put it here on the other side. And then here is where we want to put, I'm going to put a pack of labels that you can stick on there or something, like the dilution stuff actually right there on the front. But Bobby and I were talking the other night, and he got me on this thing. So we will also be doing something else that's very unique. And I think for the pros, I'm giving you all the juice tonight, man.
Yeah, this is dope. I think what would help sell in this category is the ability to put your logo, dilution ratio guaranteed, but also the ability for all those detailers to slap their logo somewhere as well, right? Because a lot of people with their vans and they want to open the doors and it look professional with their logos. I think would be a good ability if that was something available for them as well.
Yeah, so we wanted to create like the little pocket that they have on the back, and I'll show you the pump sprayer that I created. But
yeah, check it out.
But that's gonna be a while because we're gonna have to get custom molds because like this, I don't know, this whole thing is just bullshit. So, but anyways, they will also have these sprayers. So this will be black and that'll be black, and then I don't think it's uploaded. Can you see that?
Not loaded yet.
Okay, weird. Never had that happen.
There it is.
So the 4-pack is going to be the only one that includes these little clips that go on the back, and that's how you'll be able to like at a glance figure out what it is.
Color code.
Yeah, so that'll open up the bottle to have, you know, a logo or something like that. So we'll definitely be able to do that. So So that's kind of what that looks like. So a 4-pack, it'll have 3 of these in there, and then like this will be branded, and it'll be branded underneath there too. So everything still is like TDS this and that, but you
No,
know
that's still perfect.
yeah, because I have a silicone guy, and I was gonna have it make me some colored bands, and then of course out of nowhere, my manufacturer's like, "Well, we have something like this too," and I'm just like, "Nah, okay." So these aren't the things I'm like scared to show anybody. Like, you know, these are things that we've talked about, you know, over here many times. Oh man, I
That's
almost
cool.
we got some stuff coming, brother. So let me see. I'm gonna download that, and then I'll download. Got one more. So yeah, but I love pump sprayers because I have a pretty bad carpal tunnel. And you know, just from being on that keyboard, dude, and doing all that. So, let me show you the pump sprayer real quick too. So download that. And like I said, really what we're focused on also is we have a bunch of interior detailing tools that we're coming out with. So I'm really happy to do that. You know, a lot of people don't focus on, you know, the interior tools too often. So we're trying to do that for sure. Just because there's not any money in it, you know, it's so cheap, dude. All right, you know, people don't need a whole bunch of them after a while, you know. So once again, that's what that sprayer looks like. It'll be, you know, we try to
Oh,
make it a
that
little
looks really
sleek.
good.
And then, like I said, it'll have all of our branding. So here it'll be TDS in white, and then underneath it'll be TDS in black. If you don't want the clips on there, but you can only get the 3 clips if you do the 4-pack.
I think the sprayer by the design has a greater output, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, these are the Taiwanese or Taiwan sprayers, and it'll be 360 sprayers. So you know,
that's dope.
As high end as we can get it, bro. You know, these are the ones that go.
Yeah, because I know that centerpiece is like a higher volume. So I don't know, is it like is it 1 ml? I forgot how many it does, but I want to say that one's a higher volume output, isn't it?
Yeah. Like everything we got is high spec. So I just got to test it, make sure they're okay. I didn't want to get into these without getting into something that people know is high end, and if it fails, it fails. Because there's so many reasons why these will fail, you know. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I heard you. It went off and when it came back in. Yeah, that's a nice sprayer.
Yeah, so I developed this not knowing that that KCX has pretty much the same model. I saw this, which makes sense because the guys who make this are from Germany. I was trying to get something similar, so we came out with that. But we're gonna have to actually kind of slow our roll, I think, on that one a little bit, and we'll have to. Let me switch back, or actually, it's fine. And then
I see what you're talking about. I just like Googled it right now.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't know, you know, so I'm not like worried about it, but like I was hoping I was making something that was like people have seen it before, like super popular. And then sure enough, bro, like KCX has one. I'm like, dude, when the hell they stop using IK?
Yeah, they just did that recently, super recent.
It had to been, bro. Like I was like, damn, I was so close, dude. If only I was made of money, you know?
If only.
But yeah, that's a German. So and then this right now, this is what we're gonna have to go with, just because of budget. It's already there, so that's why we're doing that white label piece. We're trying to get people to develop that other one over there. I might just call over to Germany and see what we can do. But you know that sprayer retails for like $70-$80. So I'm like, if they're at $70-$80, I don't know how we're gonna get it there and do like a custom. And I talked to Maralex, and I can bring those in, but I you know the price of those. So, you know, I've talked to a lot of people. So this is what we're gonna start out with, just to give everybody something. I think it's super important for people to use pump sprayers.
100%.
I don't like these ones though, because the biggest thing I like about the other one is if you look on the handle here, you can't hang it very well. It takes up too much space.
Yeah.
I wish it just came straight down, and I'd be all over it.
Yeah, especially if this was filled, the weight of the bottle would tip it over.
This one won't. This one probably won't tip. It'll be all right. It's a pretty sturdy base. It might.
Oh no, not if you hook it up at the right at the right where that button is, right below it. Yeah, it shouldn't flip over.
Oh yeah.
But I do see the difference between the other sprayer. That one for sure won't tip, and this one, yeah, if you hook it right there, kind of exactly where. Well, this.
Oh, I see what you're saying when you hang it. Yeah.
Yeah, my mouse is actually, but I thought it was your mouse. But yeah, if you hang it right, kind of where the head's at.
Okay.
It shouldn't go nowhere. But yeah,
Yeah,
this is a challenging one. Uh, the goal for pump sprayers too, and you're probably testing it, but the goal for pump sprayers is that a good amount of pumps should last you a decent amount. Without mentioning brands, nothing that we mentioned already, but certain brands, like if I was pumping to spray a tire, I would have to pump per tire, right? It didn't last a tire spray and then me getting close to starting another tire. And so
yeah,
the goal would be like what brands hold the air a little bit better? What are they doing different? Marilix, you mentioned them, but Marilix does a pretty darn good job.
yeah. They're just
And so
expensive though.
they are expensive, and so the question is how do we get close to that without having the Marilix price tag? Because
Well, I can
obviously
show you. There is one over there. They've kind of got it, and I tried it out a while ago, but it just wasn't foaming like I wanted. So
mm,
I backed out of that one. I was about to drop. It was about to be. I made a video. I did a series called the Pressure Files when I first kind of started this, and it was the one where I almost spent 5K, and I tried it out, and it was just foaming like shit. And
mm.
the only pump sprays that will foam well, to even close, to even give you a chance, are it's this tip right here, right? It has to be this tip. So hopefully when we get that in, it does an okay job. It's not gonna foam like the big brand names. It is a pump sprayer. It gives you the flexibility to switch over. It's got the screen on it, so you're not getting acid or base, all over
Does
your
that
body.
does that one have the ability to change tips? I think that's what I saw on
Yes.
bottom left, right?
Yeah. So it'll have everything. So it'll have the measuring thing right there. That also is the lid. You can also use that to release pressure, but it does have a pressure release. Then you have your like standard spray tip. You've got your fan. You've got your guarded tip there, and then you've
Oh,
also
that
got
works.
the foam. So
Yeah,
we're
if there's
trying to
an
take
ability
everything.
to swap, if there's an ability to swap them out, then that's gold right there too, right? Because normally people are buying one with a dedicated purpose,
Yeah,
and sometimes you may not need uh yeah, you may not need to buy the dedicated one, right? Having the change out could be good for people that may have
yeah, and
may want to save a couple bucks.
we have a lot of companies. We have a lot of companies right now that are wanting to do like Nemburia. They want me to bring them into the website and do the multi vendor thing. So you guys will see it pop up, and I'm going to be real transparent about stuff. Whether I have inventory or not. But imagine like all that stuff will be then connected to my TikTok shop. So it's going to get real interesting to see how this all works out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let me know. Always here to help out, brainstorm,
Yeah.
uh,
The
or
biggest
help
thing for me
create.
is just capital, brother. Like once we get through this, whatever. But I had the relationships. I spend the time to talk to all these companies. So if there's something you want to bring into your shop and you don't want to spend the time to, for that relationship, it's nothing to just be like, all right, here's the guy. Especially now, also with talking to all these manufacturers with HCC, I have to be so careful about just like keeping it focused on that because then they start doing a little research and they're like, hey, you're like, are you? And I'm like, nope. We're just gonna keep it in one hat. I try to be real careful
Yeah, no,
to
I
not
hear you.
cross pollute.
Capital is what is you'll laugh, but capital is the only thing needed to bring anything in.
Yeah,
Uh,
just
so
more money.
yeah, so just about everything is available, but it's the capital. Two, how much are you willing to invest into the brand that you're bringing in to not only educate? Some brands don't need education because their marketing is insane, but other
Yeah,
brands, especially creating from new, takes a lot of work to educate everybody what it is,
yeah.
what's the name, what's its purpose,
I,
and
you
so
have to, and I talked to people about that the other day. Right, you have to have the right personality for it.
yeah.
So I talked to people about Ivan the other day and how I was blown away by his system. Right, because 2 years ago I'd have said, nah, that stuff's too expensive, but it's so damn efficient. But he's able to get away with that because he's willing to sit there and put in the work and teach people how to use it. Right. If
Hmm.
you just go and buy his spray on polish or his spray on compound or whatever it is, are you gonna have success? Sure, but the way that he taught me how to do everything, you spray it while the pad's moving. I'm looking at the car. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. And
Yeah,
now
he
I'm like,
nails it. He nails it on efficiency, right? You get
and
the
I'm
job
supposed to
done.
compete with this.
Yep, yep. Education and efficiency, you just can't beat it. That's yeah, that's just how good he is with
He's the
what
best.
he has and what he puts together, right? And so, million ways to skin a cat, and so you'll have other people say different and different methods, which they're all good, right? It just depends on how you want to do it, and it's okay to do it different. I'm good with all the methods, and everybody allow the opportunity to find your own method.
Yeah, and
And
I think
so,
it's so hard too to not. The good thing about this brand is I don't necessarily own it, right? I actually have no ownership in the brand at all. So with Honest Car Care. So, but for me, I still want to make like good chemicals and be able to compete with people, right? But I'm glad that I'm not the owner 100% or anything crazy like that, because I don't have to like do the measuring contest, because at the end of the day, like we're just trying to make stuff that's very, very good and that can raise money for charity. And I think we'll do that. So
that's dope, man. All right. It's
Yep.
9:40 p.m. here. I just want to thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to working with you. I did see
Yeah,
your
dude.
order come in, so just if anybody else is questioning, he keeps it real because the order's in my queue right here. I see his name.
Yeah, that's
So
me, brother.
I'll add some goodies inside your box.
Oh, yeah, do all that.
I'll place an order in a little bit as
I
well
appreciate
because
that,
I
man.
want your shirts. I want your foam cannon. And I'm
Okay.
gonna keep looking for some other stuff. So I'll place an order in a minute, and
Oh,
then
whatever you need, man. Yeah.
thanks again, man. I look forward to keeping the relationship going and brainstorming together. And anything you need, feel free to reach out anytime, man. It's been a
Sounds
pleasure.
good, bro. Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. It's an honor, honestly. So I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, see you, brother.
Bye.
Okay, guys. 2 hours into it. We got 6 viewers over on YouTube, man. I just want to say thank you guys so much. You guys kind of got to get a little sneak peek tonight. We might send this and do chop it up a little bit and see what happens. I haven't put any of that type of content out in a while. So once again, guys, can't say enough about the community. I appreciate you. Had a great time tonight on the after show, and we're looking forward to continuing to push the needle and making good products for Honest Car Care. We talked a little bit about that detail shop. Had a guest over here, Adrian from Detailed AF, and it's just a fantastic time continuing to build these relationships and just keep doing what we're doing. So once again, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.